gang, how we doing today? We are up to letter D. And today we're going to be doing two people instead of just the one. Okay, we're going to start off with Dick Clark. Dick Clark was born on November 30th, 1929 in Mount Vernon, New York. He passed on April 12th, 2012. His birth name was Richard Wagstaff Clark. He shortened Richard a little later in life and just was known as Dick Clark. He was a radio and TV personality. He was best known for his show American Bandstand, where he would present to the world new musicians. Some of the musicians that he presented that we know of today are Prince, Tina Turner, Madonna, Stevie Wonder. They all premiered on the American Bandstand with Dick Clark. He's also known for his New Year's Eve specials, which were called Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. And he was a very youthful person, very youthful. He actually was given the nickname World's Oldest Teenager. Alright, that leads into our next D, and that would be Bobby Darin. Bobby Darin was a singer who also appeared on American Bandstand with Dick Clark back in his time. He was born on May 14th, 1936 in East Harlem, New York. He passed on December 20th, 1973. His name given at birth was Walden Robert Cassato. He was a singer, songwriter, actor. It's funny how he got his name Darin, his last name, which he became known as. He was at a restaurant, and there was a sign that said Mandarin, but the M, A, and N were not lighting up. He just saw the Darin, and he's like, well, that's going to be my last name when I become famous. And sure enough, Bobby Darin is who he became. He's someone who performed on the Dick Clark Show, like we said. And for today, that wraps up D, and we will see you soon for E. Splish Splash, everybody.
From New York, in the little theater on 44th Street, just west of Broadway, it's time for music, fun, and excitement with your favorite recording artist and your Saturday night host, Dick Clark.
Oh, like peanuts, here it comes. We like peanuts, here it comes. Peanut gum, we mean it round and green. It's flavorific.
The Dick Clark Beechnut Show with Connie Francis, Freddie Kevin, Wilbert Harrison, The Crest, and Bobby Darin. Now here's the star of our show, Dick Clark.
Nice to meet you. Excuse me. How are you? I don't know. You look very familiar. Have we ever met before? You have a very familiar look about you. Can't quite place your face, though. What is your name?
Zena Goldstein.
Oh, doesn't sound familiar. Like your hat. That's the wildest ever. Musical, no less. Well, you know, I think you're going to have some fun tonight. Thank you for loaning me the hat for a second, Dina. All of the people who are here tonight, for the most part, have hit recordings right now or have just gotten over one. Sounds like a case of the measles or something, but it isn't. And the young man that opens the show tonight has been with us many, many times. It's always a pleasure to have him back. I got a good spot up here in the upper atmosphere because I think the walls shake a little bit usually when he comes on. He's the man who started off with a thing called Splish Splash. He'll do it for you now, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Darin.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night. Yeah. Rubbed up, just relaxing in the tub. Thinking everything was alright. When I stepped out the tub, put my feet on the floor. I wrapped the towel around me and I opened the door. And in a splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going on? There was a splishing and a splash, breathing with the feel, and moving and a groove, and rocking and a rolling. Yeah, yeah. the best. I went and put my dancing shoes on, yeah.